Hi, today I'm here with a fun kitchen makeover and it's full with happy do-it-yourselves, colorful projects, which I'm sure you'll love. So our kitchen was very old and one of the first things that we did when we bought this house was actually to renovate the kitchen. And now most of the things have already been done, like we painted, reinstalled the kitchen, we built this amazing floating shelf. But what was lacking was still a bit like these final touches to make it a bit more of a happy and more personal space. So that is what this video will be about. This video has been shot over a long period of time. Today we're doing this. For those who are new here, I'm Mariela from Magic Daydream. I love to brighten up the world with uplifting creations and I blog about playful living for creative grown-ups. Let's get started. So we needed kitchen bar stools for our kitchen bar. We ended up buying these simple ones from IKEA. I assembled them, taped them off, gave them a good coat of primer, and then painted them in bright colors. I love using yellow, as this is also one of the primary colors that I'm using in the rest of the interior, and also petrol. I love this paint dipped effect on things. I haven't used it before, and it's a great way to show just this little pop of color and make a connection to the rest of the interior colors in that way too. So after they had been painted, we removed the tape and assembled the second chair as well. Was the light fixture. We wanted some better lighting above the kitchen bar, so we decided to make the light fixture ourselves. We bought all the materials, the light sockets, the wires. So Johan created this light fixture from a wooden strip and did all the wiring, which we then attached to the ceiling. And I love this playful, again, pop of color that adds a little bit of personality and quirkiness to our kitchen. I created magnetic spice jars for the fridge in our old home. The only trouble with this new kitchen is that our kitchen door is built in and not magnetic anymore. So I really wanted to create a little spot for it in our new kitchen. So I wanted to create this sort of framed piece of magnetic kitchen art to hang on our wall. So we used a piece of scrap metal to cut the rectangular from. Then we created a frame from some wooden strips and glued those strips, the frame, to the metal plate and let it dry. Once finished, I attached some hooks to it and hung it on the wall above the stove for easy access. At this point, I was thinking that our kitchen shelf was missing like a really big piece of personalized art. So I decided to make something myself. Now I used a technique for this that I've used before in primary school, and at that time this was about the most fun I could imagine ever having with a craft project. So I embraced that fun and did it myself again now. So basically what you do is you fill an entire piece of paper with oil pastels, use all these different colors and patches, but you fill it completely up. And then after that you apply black poster paint. I think I needed a lot of layers, probably maybe like 5 or something, to cover it all up. You don't want any of the color to shine through anymore. After 5 layers of black paint, my paper is finally prepared. And I will be drawing with this nib to scratch open the surface. I also printed this coffee meal, which I will be using as an example to draw from. And this is where the magic begins, because once you start to scratch off any lines or drawings, you get this really magically colored piece of art. And of course, guys, it had to have coffee inside. So actually this is a coffee mill of a pattern drawing that I found online. So this is what I did, and once I was done, I framed it and had myself this big piece of personalized kitchen art. Next up were more shelves, because we have this little awkward space next to the fridge, which came from, like, you have standard measurements of what kitchen cabinets are, and so this was sort of this leftover space. So I thought it would be a great way to add some shelving there for just a little bit of extra storage. I just carried this big piece of wood from the attic, and I just measured the small little nook here, and I'm going to a woodworking place where I can process this wood in a good way and cut it into pieces, because it's so thick and big that it will be hard to do with our tools. I got them cut into the right size, and then I created all these things to hold it in its place. But now I still need to varnish it before I put it back. I varnished the wood and then assembled the shelves. My next do-it-yourself project was a tiny one. You might have seen it on my blog already, but I ordered these animal nesting dolls, and because I wanted to make salt shakers from them, I simply drilled some holes in them, added salt, and had my own personalized salt shaker. I love it when designs are both functional and beautiful, so I thought this was a really nice way to add some quirkiness and personality to our kitchen, but also still have this being functional, and I can just grab the salt whenever I'm cooking directly. And then it was time to bring everything together. So remember what this kitchen looked like before? And now this is what it turned out into. If you're also keen on giving your space a makeover, adding some quirkiness, personality and fun to your life, be sure to check out magicaldaydream.com for a month more fun, inspiration and cool projects, and please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Hope to see you soon with more fun and inspiration. Bye!